when Krishna deals with the gopis. When the gopis, after listening to Krishna's eighth note, there is Sare Gama Padhanisa, there's 7 notes for music, but Krishna plays an 8th note. It's an ecstatic, it's a very, very special note. That note is specially meant for the gopis. So Krishna plays that on his flute. And whenever the gopis hear that, the gopis come running to Krishna. So one night when the gopis came to Krishna, Krishna started talking to them very, very cleverly. He said, "My dear gopis, why have you come to see me in the dead of night? You have left your children who are crying for you. You've left your husbands, although in the middle of this night, you're all from very sanskari, cultured families. How can you come like this in the middle of the night? Please go back. Please go back." When Krishna said all of this, he wanted to actually hear why the gopis have come to him. He wanted to experience that deep sense of attachment and love that the gopis have for Krishna. And he wanted to hear it. The lover and the beloved, they have a very unique relationship. In the material world, we can sometimes experience this, although it's not love here, it's lust. But still, when one particular lover glorifies the other, either glorifying their beauty, mostly here it is just the bodily beauty and everything. So that when each other glorify them, they feel very happy. Oh, yes, please tell more. Please tell more. I want to hear more. Why do we have this kind of nature? That's because even Krishna has the same nature. He wants to hear why the gopis are coming. He wants to hear, although he knows the reason. There's no need. The genuine reason, the simple reason is for love, but that love needs to be heard. It needs to be vocalized. It's not just enough to, even Srila, I heard this from, many Guru Vargas, even sometimes in our family relationships, in our devotee relationships, sometimes we become a little impersonal, by saying that, oh, we should not develop any kind of attachment. So therefore, we start treating each other very, like a taken for granted kind of way. And we don't take time to show our love and care to our family members. We don't do that. I'm talking about this in a family of devotees. It becomes very impersonal. We address each other as, "Hey, Haribol, how are you?" We treat our children not, it becomes very mechanical. We feel that if we show our love, that means it shows material attachment. That's not correct. Why? If we have to love Krishna, we have to first be loving towards our families also. And that love is not just based on our bodies. It's not based on bodily attachment, but it is based with Krishna in the center. It's a spiritual family. So why can't we address each other and have loving relationship, at least amongst family? Then we can think of reciprocating with Krishna in a loving way too. We must have loving relationship amongst Vaishnavas. There are Vaishnavas in the family. We sometimes see everybody else in the world as Vaishnavas, but we can't recognize our own spouses or our own children as Vaishnavas. We don't treat them like that. And that's very wrong. Very, very wrong. We should, express our love. We should be vocal about our love, not only to our family, not only towards our children, not only towards our spouses, towards our parents, but only if we do that, we should know that we will be able to do that with Krishna also. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we are engaging in devotional service to Krishna, what is it that we are trying to achieve? What is it that we are trying to tell Krishna? Are we being vocal about it? We want to tell Krishna that, Krishna, look, I want to show to you that in spite of all these, negativities that is in me, that is around me, I am trying, Krishna, I'm trying, genuinely trying to love you. Please allow me to love you. This is what we are trying to say to Krishna. But are we really saying it? Are we being vocal about it? We must be. We must be vocal about it. We must tell our heart to Krishna. Whatever is it, whatever there is in our heart, we must be vocal about it. Because Krishna likes it when he hears it from his devotees. That is that's why even amongst spouses who are devotees, there must be an expression of vocal love. Otherwise, the situation in family becomes very dry. It becomes very mechanical. We must avoid that. We must have genuine relationships with Krishna in the center. And by doing that, never ever think that we'll get, wandered away. Never. Why? Because that relationship is based with Krishna in the center. Why would Krishna allow to break such a spiritual family? Srila Prabhupada would always make a point to his dear disciples. He would say that all of you are extremely dear to me, and I truly love all of you. When the spiritual master can make such a claim, such statements, that please accept my blessings, your well-wisher always. This is how the spiritual master starts their, addresses, and they end their addresses by saying, your well-wisher always. Srila Prabhupada would always sign his letters, your ever well-wisher. Why? Just to show that Srila Prabhupada cares for us. He loves us. And therefore, it is very important for us to be vocal about these things. So we need to be vocal. And Krishna loves that. And that was the reason why Krishna, through these, superficially harsh statements to the gopis, that why did you come to me? Because Krishna wanted to hear how much and to what level the gopis love Krishna. And to each and every one of those, accusations that Krishna gave, not accusations, to those harsh statements rather that Krishna made, gopis had an answer to each and every one of them. And Krishna was so much in bliss when he heard that. He loved hearing about his glorification. He just loved it. The bottom line of the statements by the gopis was that, my dear Krishna, you are our ultimate husband. That husband who is there at home, he is just your representative, but you are the supreme enjoyer, Krishna. Therefore, we have come to you. We belong to you. We have no other responsibilities other than serving you. That is our only responsibility, Krishna. This was the bottom line of their statements. And Krishna just loved it. He was just so happy hearing these beautiful statements made by the gopis that immediately he just started reciprocating with each and every one of them. That is the beauty of loving relationships. That is the beauty of the loving statements, the loving words, the sweet words coming out of Krishna's mouth and from the mouth of his devotees.